Hi, I'm Caia. Welcome to China. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. I thought today you guys might like to come on an apartment tour with me. So I live in a 2-bedroom apartment in Guangzhou, China. So it's a tier 1 city in the south of China. We're about a 2-hour train ride from Hong Kong, so that kind of gives you an idea where we are. We're right down at the very, very bottom of China. And this city has really grown a lot over the last few years. The last 20 years or so, it's gone from really small population, and now there's about 18 million people who live in the city, and it's a big import-export hub right on the Pearl River. So I hope you enjoy seeing around my apartment. Stick around later and I will let you know how much I pay and all of those sorts of details too. So if you want to know more about China, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. The area of the city that I live in is fairly suburban. It's about a 20-minute drive to what we consider the city centre. We've got 3 buildings that make up our little complex, and then across the street we've got a large public high school. So there's a lot of families live in the neighbourhood, which is really nice. It's a very secure building, which is great. So we have 24-hour security on call. And our building is a new build, so it's only been built for the last 2 years. We were the first people that moved into the building, but since then it has quickly filled up with lots of other families, and lots of other international schools house their staff here also. Guys, welcome to my apartment. So I have a 2-bedroom apartment that I share with my cats. You can hear one of them in the background. It's a pretty spacious apartment. 2 of the things that I love about this apartment: the lighting. There's so much natural light in here, it's insane. And also the storage. There's a ton of storage. Oh, 3rd thing, the view. Guys, as soon as you come into my apartment, you kind of come to this little shoe area. People in Asia don't wear their shoes inside, mostly because the pavements and stuff are pretty disgusting. So I've lucked out in this apartment in that I've got so much storage. Basically, all of these cupboards are places that I can store my shoes. I can store bags in here, which is pretty amazing. There's even more storage over this side too. One of the things, obviously, living in any apartment in any city is storage. It's so hard to find anywhere that has good storage. So I lucked on in this apartment, definitely. Over this area, I've got my little COVID and last minute prep area before I leave my apartment. And then let me show you guys the first little area, the dining area. So I've just got a tiny little table here. I'm not gonna lie, I usually eat dinner while I'm watching TV, but I do use this area to study sometimes. And then obviously my cats have got their cushions and toys all over the place. Over this side, we've got their little play structure and food bowls. So we'll walk through to the kitchen first. This is the darkest room in the apartment. So really do usually tend to have the lights on all the time. And it is a small kitchen. It's definitely a galley kitchen. There is a cool little utility area at the end for keeping like a vacuum cleaner and a mop and those sorts of things. But it's definitely a small kitchen. Again, kind of traditional is that there is a stove top, but there's actually no oven in this apartment. So what this is a disinfecting cabinet that I actually keep all of my plates and bowls and, you know, cutlery and stuff into these drawers. But again, really good storage up on top for all of my food. Got like a microwave grill there, tons more storage. And then on top of the fridge, it's a little harder to reach up there, but that's usually where I keep like my cat food, etc. So it's got to be kept somewhere. Alrighty, so guys, let me show you where the living space is. My landlords are not super keen on me putting things up onto the wall, so I kind of created this art wall instead. I was able to stick things onto the marble that I'm going to be able to take off really easily, I think, but it's kind of cute. I've got some pictures that my friends' kids made before I left, some family photographs, some photographs and knickknacks that I've kind of picked up along the way. This is kind of cool. It's a print out that I got in Beijing, so it's like a cutout print of Portland, Oregon, where my family live in the States, which is really nice. And then obviously got the massive floor to ceiling windows and doors. So what I usually like to do is just in the mornings, I'll open the doors, sit on the couch, have breakfast, play some music. It's a really nice way to start the day. My oh so charming cats play fighting on the sofa. So let me take you through to the bathroom. Again, super light, really large windows. Kind of wasted obviously in the bathroom because I don't want to flash my neighbors, so I usually kind of have to angle them so that there's not very much light coming through, but you know, it's still nice to have that option to have them open. And again, loads of storage. So I've got 3 massive medicine cabinets where I can store all of my stuff, and then again under the sink there's lots of storage down there. Alrighty, let's go through to the spare bedroom. This room is kind of a wasted room, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've got my treadmill in here, which is great. I'm thinking about changing it into a gym, but I haven't actually gotten around to it yet. And I also just kind of use it as like a general storage. One of my cats eats in here, and again, just in here I've got like laundry and that kind of thing, so. Lots of light. This room is definitely overlooked by the neighbors and is overlooking the neighbors. So when I'm on my treadmill in the evenings, I usually am staring into people's living rooms, which is not great, but I don't use this room very often. Then across the hall into my master bedroom. So again, you've kind of got like a 1.5 aspect of windows in this room, which is amazing. So super bright. There's a really nice view out, like if you're lying in bed on the weekends. You can see the Guangzhou Tower in the distance, which is all lit up at nighttime. This whole area is all lit up, so it's really cute. And again, just over here, I bought some storage to keep things like, where I keep my towels and like cat food and cat litter, those sorts of things. And then my built-in cupboards, which are really handy. My cats like to hang out in here a lot. Anytime I leave the doors open, they're in straight away, climbing on my clothes, but it's really good. So I keep like my hiking stuff up there, anything that I'm gonna take with me, sleeping bags, those kind of things. All of my clothes for work. And then on the other side is where I store stuff that I don't use as much. So I've got like extra cushions, some of my Christmas decorations, my coats, which again, don't really need them here because it's so warm, but I need them for traveling. Oh, look, there's 1 cat. There's 2 cats. And then my suitcases. So in here I've got like 3 suitcases fitted inside this one, and this suitcase has got my winter duvet in it. So it's good to be able to kind of have somewhere to put that. And again, then just under the bed, lots more storage under there, all my winter clothes and my ski clothes. So guys, let me show you out onto the balcony. It's going to be pretty noisy when I open this door. There is a little construction work going on, and to be fair, every city in China is pretty noisy. So and there we have it. My view. I'm pretty high up here, so I do have a pretty amazing view. In front of us there we've got a public park, which is really nice, and it means like they're not going to build directly in front of us. And then over into the distance you can see the Guangzhou Tower again, the Pearl River, and some bridges. This is a really nice view at nighttime, so I'll add a little video clip in so you can see that at nighttime. Obviously. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed my little apartment tour. And now we get to the interesting part. How much does it cost to live in an apartment like this in China? So as I said, we were the first group of people to move into this apartment building. We moved in 2 years ago and everything was brand new. And this is an area that is becoming a lot more built up. We're about 20 minutes outside of what would be kind of considered the downtown area of Guangzhou, which is a lot more of a Western area. This area is kind of more of a modern Chinese area, so there's a lot of Chinese families live here, and a lot of the schools, which is where I come into it, have started to house their staff out here as well, because it's close to the city, but you're not right in the city center. So that being said, what do I pay for this apartment? I pay nothing for this apartment. Zero, zip, nada, nothing. And one of the reasons for that is having an apartment in China is a massive, massive perk of working in a school here. The international package that you get when you're working in China is pretty amazing, and it doesn't happen anywhere else in the world that you work as an international teacher. So our housing is paid for, our travel and transport to and from work is paid for, our food in school, like lunches, are all really, really subsidized. So you basically pay nothing from your day-to-day each week. If I was paying for this apartment, it would be around about 9,000 RMB a month. So that works out like £1,000 sterling, or about $1,400 a month if I was paying for it myself. I do pay for the amenities. We've got 24-hour security, which is great, and there are building cleaners, so everything's kept really nice. The gardens are kept really nicely, and I also have to pay for like my own internet and my own TV. So that comes to about 600 RMB a month. So again, that's around about £70 sterling, or like $100 a month. But when you consider all of the things that I don't have to pay for, I think that's actually a really good deal. So yeah, that's my apartment and a little bit about what it's like to live in China. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a lot more about living in China, traveling in China, and just general lifestyle. So thanks for joining me. Bye.